Hi, beloveds. Blessings, blessings. It looks like my guides and my family of light wants me to come out here on Sundays as for now. So in this awakening update, I will talk a lot about the energies that are really just getting more and more amplified before Wednesday when the Lion's Gate starts to open. So I will talk about what is happening and why it is happening, and then we will do an activation as always in the end that support us through this period. So we are in an incredible time. Like, honestly, I don't say it's comfortable right now, but it's an incredible time because the discomfort comes from, there's a reason why we have this discomfort feelings. There is a reason why, and I will talk about all of that. There's a reason why we almost feel like we want to crawl out of our skin because we're like, oh, how can we move faster? How can I move faster, you know? So the discomfort that might be felt emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually is really because of the fast track awakening, the fast track remembrance we are undergoing. So I have so much to share this morning because my guides was just like pumping in information, and when I was in my meditation this morning I was like, okay, I will go live. So when we incarnated, we did choose a personality. We did choose an ego personality. So that personality has certain traits, qualities. It has chosen to have like a design, and that design is very well chosen by our higher self, so we can heal and clear the karma and the contracts we decided to clear and take ourselves through. But most of all, we decided that personality of ours to do the mission and to be the puzzle piece we have chosen to be. So it's very important to always see this both sides of ours, both the ego personality and our higher self, which are equally important. The thing is that when we come to this planet, we have really taken down our density so much that we don't remember and communicate with our higher self. We were only in contact with our personality and its qualities and different design. So when they started to infuse all the programs within us, we started to create only a resonance to our personality and our ego, and our personality started to go through different intense experiences and started to become wounded, and of course it also had wounds from past lifetimes with it. But now, as we are awakening, we are increasing our contact with our higher selves, and where we're heading is actually to always follow guidance from our higher self, but use the personality, the vessel, the personality we have chosen in this incarnation to do the mission, to do what we came here to do, which means, you know, everything from the family constellation we are in. Maybe we might have pain and injuries in our body. We might be stuck in different situations. So that is our personality. But communicating with our higher self more and more will make us be able to transcend the intensity of the stories, of the human stories, and understand why we are here. So all of this happens very fast now, and something that I'm seeing is that they have erased a lot of our memory bank, and this was done, you know, from the dark forces, in this incarnation, past incarnation. So our physical body is reacting out of traumas from the Lemurian timelines, Atlantean, Egyptian timelines. Our physical body reacts from those traumas, right? And our emotional energy body reacts from those traumas, and the mental and the spiritual energy body. So even if we start to remember more and more of who we are right now, we don't always understand why we suddenly get scared or contract or don't like a person or love a person, because they have erased so many of our memories. And what is happening right now is that those erased memories are actually gonna come online in the 8-8 Stargate portal. We will start to remember so much more. But this is happening right now too. This is happening in our dream state. I don't know how much you are dreaming, but for me the last months is something completely different. We are starting to really come in contact with the subconscious erased memories. In our subconscious lower, in the first dimension, they're hidden. All of this is coming through. We are actually healing and clearing this in the deep dream state, but also in our everyday being. So if you feel that, oh my God, it's so intense right now, I've done so much work, why is it so intense? It's because we are not gonna need to do shadow work as we did before. We are not gonna need to do shadow work by going to a therapist or a coach as before. That is done. That's where they were looping and reversing our energies downward. We are actually clearing and releasing the old memories, traumas from the first root race, second root race, third root race. All of that is being cleared right now by us kind of every day, some days just walking and feeling so drained and tired, but we still come to center. We still keep connecting up to source. We're still increasing our light quotient. We're still increasing our love and divine power quotient. We're actually just solving out all of this from our field. So I can just say that we are undergoing a clearing, a healing that is so high a level. This is beyond this lifetime. It's beyond our parents in this incarnation and what we've been through in our relationships in this incarnation. This is, as I said, the Lemurian timelines, the first root race, the Atlantean, the second root race, the Egyptian, and so on and so on. So I just really want to say that the more we remember of who we are, this means that I'm glitching a lot myself. I'm glitching so much that I'm sometimes like, okay, this Mia Kafkios, my name is actually Maria, but Mia Kafkios, she's becoming a very little part of my life. Her stories and who she thinks she is taking a very little time of my day. It's actually really my higher self and my spirit has really stepped in, and it's really like I'm communicating and living from a soul level, and I know many of you are doing this too. That's why I'm expressing this. So I have less and less easy to connect with Mia Kafkios, and you know, sometimes when people try to take me back to even old traumas and stories, or even stories of her life right now, I'm like, that's intense, that's hard, because apparently my higher self and my family of light wants to take me up there. So I found myself kind of floating over and jumping over dimensions a lot, where I'm just like really remembering and feeling the multi-dimensional soul that I am. I'm not really even need to remember who I was in the Egyptian timeline, the Lemurian, Atlantean timelines. There was a time when that was important. But now it's, you know, all the work we've done with retrieving our soul extensions we're calling in our soul extension. We've been doing a lot of work with our monadic family, right? So now the monad, the soul, the monad is becoming one, and we are moving through the different dimensions together, and there's no separation anymore between me and my soul extension, so to say. So we are becoming one, and we are becoming also that Godhead, where you know, stories cannot take us down anymore. So this is we are in a huge period. So I hope if you maybe re-listen to all of this, I think it will really assist and help you to understand that, okay, where I'm going is like, okay, I'm a little bit crazy. Guys, the guys that really knows me, you know, I love adventure. I love to get like a task that is really advanced and have my tribe with me and try to get myself through that. That's part of my personality that my higher self did choose for this specific mission of this incarnation. So I'm not so much into details, you know, I experience something, I transmute it very fast, it becomes mine, and then I give it out as teachings. That's just an example. And there's a lot of things that I'm not good at because I'm not supposed to do them. So this is something that we will all experience very much right now. So it's almost like you are moving high up, and you're really looking at your personality, which also, of course, we're still clearing the ego, right? Because they're still streaming so much, trying to make our ego spin in fear, in comparison, in fear of missing out. So that's just happening all the time. It happens to me too. But rise above, rise above, rise above, and remember who you are. It's like, okay, my personality has all these traits, and she seems to love to eat food, and she, you know, when they start to stream a lot of the energies, she wants to escape into some juicy dinners and forget her mission. So, you know, I can observe that. That's just an example. And then, you know, just rise above with compassion, but again, with diligence and discipline, rise above. And like, okay, my personality, she likes these things. I'm gonna use her identities and her traits in the best capacity to do the mission, and I will love her vessel, her age, her story, and everything, because that serves in the highest what she came here to do. And also, we are also start to understand that we are existing multidimensionally, right? So when we are present, time stretches. Have you noticed that lately? When you are present, time stretches. And actually, we get more hours. But when we're not centered and present, we lose time. We actually lose time. This is huge. Okay, I could go on and on and on. Before I start the activation, I want to say that I will support you through the Lion's Gate from the 1st of August every single day through my mail. I will mail out a daily practice for you to do. This was something my guides wanted me to do. Throat chakra clearing. So I will put the link if you want to be part of my email list, because I will send out a daily practice to do so we can do it together for the first 8 days in August. And on Instagram, I will do daily activations and channelings from the 1st of August till the 8th of August when the Stargate is fully open. And yes, I will be here. And also on Wednesday, this Wednesday, when actually the Lion's Gate and the Stargate opens, I will do a free activation in my closed Facebook group. So for you that haven't joined my Soul Tribe Awakening Facebook group, I will put that link too. So you can join me on Wednesday, because we will together, if it resonates with you, come together and walk through the opening of the Stargate, of the Lion's Gate, together. So before the activation, I want to say that what will start to happen from Wednesday, that's why they intensify our ability to go above and rise higher, rise beyond the emotions and stories and see the higher picture. Because when the stargate starts to open this time, it's like a flood of remembrance through the codes of the walls in the pyramid of Giza will start to be released. So if you are clear in your field, you will be able to access a lot of codes. That's why I'm having my webinar about the Egyptian timelines too in end of August, because the portal will open and the golden codes are pouring out and through the pyramids. Okay, I've talked a lot now. Let's go into the activation, okay? So we ask beloved God to anchor and harmonize the field, clear any imbalances and misqualified energies, open all channels of light, clear all fibers of light, open all direct communication links up to God's source, and we ask for the highest of the highest of the highest for each and every one of us in our here and now to come through. Go into the sacred space, your sacred temple. I see Isis coming together, coming forward with Mother Mary. You might see Isis and Mother Mary coming forward. They're holding hands and they're guiding you into your golden sacred temple. Uruna arana irina kuru sushi arana kia. They take your hands and together you're forming a trinity. Arana arana kuru tushia. Together you're forming a trinity like a pyramid. Uru ni a arana kushia. The past, they say, the future and the now is now merging into one. As there's no separation in between what has been, what is to come, and what is now. Runa arana kurushia. You are existing in the past, you're existing in the future, and you're existing in the now. We're assisting you in waving and strengthening your golden thread in your central column that goes all the way up from God's source, all the way through all of your chakras, your center vertical column, all the way down to earth. This golden thread holds the highest level of your DNA. It holds all of your gifts. It holds your unique blueprint vibration. And at this moment, as you're breathing up and down, you are feeling, sensing, and visualizing and seeing this golden thread, which actually looks like a very beautiful high-level DNA code that is spiraling clockwise. And as you're seeing this golden DNA thread spiraling clockwise, there's a lot of crystalline energy strengthening your central column. It's actually your Hara line inside of this too. And what it really wants to do is to strengthen your connection with your center. Through this center column, you can go down and connect with the diamond heart of Mother Earth, her crystalline network, her whole advanced upgraded grid network. And through this golden thread, you can walk through all of your chakras, connect and center them, and all the way up to God's source, and connect with the sun, the central sun, the grand central sun, the 7 suns, the golden dragons, and your monadic self. Through this golden thread, you can travel through time and space, but you can be present. And what the teams wants to activate within you is the remembrance of how important it is to be present. That's when you gain clarity. That's when you gain time. That's when you expand your consciousness. And that's where you gain the ability to time travel. The team says you can strengthen this work. Exactly what we did right now, the team says you can keep working on in your meditations daily, and they will take you to advanced places in your golden thread, your hara line, your central vertical line. This is being activated, recorded into all of your energy bodies. And we just put it all into recording into our heart. And we ask to seal this energy work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. Beloveds, it's always very, very interesting to see what comes through when we come together. This is the thing. We practice to become sharp, focus, alert, so we can go into the space of nothingness where we have no expectations. We don't bring the past. We don't bring the future. We go into that space, and that's where the limitless amount of information can come through, as when we are together here. I will put in the link so you can join me on my daily work with the Lionsgate, so you can be in my email list. I will bring in, I put in my Instagram so you can join me there, because I will really assist you the 8 days before the Lionsgate. And I will put in the link to my group so you can join my free activation on Wednesday when the Lionsgate opens, okay? I am with you. I love you. I honor you. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for making this more fun. Have an amazing Sunday. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And the team says you can re-listen to this if it resonated, because there was a lot of different codes in here that can assist you throughout these coming days. There was a lot of information that will make you understand why it can feel dense, because you are doing such a deep level of healing and clearing shadows on a new level.